Joining us today is Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Ressa, who is going to talk to us about artificial intelligence and its implications on upcoming elections. Maria, thank you so much for joining us.
So good to see you, Anna.
Let's zoom in now to elections. 2024 is going to be a very busy election year for a number of countries, especially around Asia. What do you see as a new kind of manipulation of artificial intelligence in this coming election, especially like in Asia? There's a huge youth population that is online.
Yeah, it's not new. It's just going to get significantly worse, right? We already know with AI of social media that we have been polarized, right? This is the friends of friends algorithm of Facebook, for example, polarized our societies. That is part of the reason we live in filter bubbles. Mm-hmm. The shared reality we used to have is gone. And so once you're polarized, and this is a very simple thing. We lived through this in the Philippines. When Rodrigo Duterte was elected in 2016, news organizations didn't debate fact or fiction. We didn't debate reality. Mm-hmm. We all agreed on the reality. But if you're pro-Duterte, the Friends of Friends algorithm of Facebook, which is how it grows, and it's not just Facebook, it's Twitter. It's gotten worse on X now. Mm-hmm. Friends of friends, if you're pro-Duterte, you move further right. If you're anti-Duterte, you move further left. Mm-hmm. 2016, 2017, 2018, over time, it gets worse and worse, right? Yeah. Not much has been done about this. Now replace Duterte with every other digital populist, authoritarian style leader that has used artificial intelligence, that has used social media to grow their base, right? You're seeing the rise of the far right in most of the countries around the world now, and there's a linked network online that actually helps each other. So let me go to your question. Deepfakes, which isn't really even generative AI, I can make you say and do things you never said or did, and it's very easy and it's very cheap. Cheaper than it was before. We will be inundated with lies, with audio, with video, with text, and we will not be able to tell fact from fiction. Our shared reality has already been torn apart, right? Why is this critical? Because 1 in 3 people all around the world will be voting next year. If you don't have integrity of facts, you cannot have integrity of elections. So I think it's been a few years now that based on our data, we've been warning the tipping point is going to happen in 2024. Will democracy survive, right? You have the 3 largest democracies around the world. The EU will have its elections here, right? But you have India, the world's largest democracy. You have Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim population. That's in February. You have the United States. More than that, starting in January, Taiwan. Taiwan, which is being bombarded by disinformation from China, right? So this is a global problem. But what's at stake here is that how do you find a solution when the incentive of profit is what is driving the way we connect to each other? And then the other part is the very nation states that have to find a way to put guardrails on the tech are themselves becoming weaker and weaker. Every day they let the tech go unencumbered. And we're seeing this play out, right? So, wow, I sound so bleak.
I know. Where is the hope in this? I know you to be an internal optimist, Maria. Where is the hope in this?
Anna, we have to wake up. We have to move into the real world and protect our democracies. We have to give real life to what civic engagement means. If you are a citizen of a democracy, this is the time to get up and move, because if you don't, you will lose it.
How important are virtual election campaigns, and what does this mean for the very foundation of a democratically elected government?
I think like everything, the entire world is upside down, right now. And part of it is because the social media platforms, the companies that connect us, actually use an incentive structure that rewards lies, that spreads lies faster than facts. This is part of what has created alternative realities. This is part of the reason trust has been broken and why our shared reality has been torn apart. So you're talking about two different things, right? You can say, yes, we'll organize a campaign and let people know democracy is going to die, right? Or you can be a government that has limitless resources and organize an information warfare against the atomized citizens of a country. This is something Russia did in the US elections in 2016. This is something we weathered in Rappler, right, underneath the Duterte administration on almost an hourly basis. I was getting 90 hate messages per hour. So there is geopolitical power play using this technology to insidiously manipulate us to influence a vote. Then there is also the response to that, right? And let me give you some bright spots.
All right.
Okay? Poland is a bright spot. Poland came through, right? It seemed like the incumbent should have won. All the power was on that side, but who mobilized? The women and the youth. They moved into the physical world, into the real world, and they realized this was a moment they couldn't waste, and they didn't. But there are many other countries around the world where it comes at us too late. So it is possible to come out of really bad places, but the time, the window is very small. This is it.
And we have to act now. Thank you very much, Maria, for joining us.